webinar is AI-powered robotic process automation, and our expert, Mr. Ashok Marwahasa, Director, Distinguished Engineer Consultant, Nagaro, has already joined us. Few more minutes, and we are about to begin with today's session. This webinar also marks a webinar under the series of IEEE Delhi section Golden Jubilee celebration. Yes, dear participants, with immense pride, it is a very happy news to share with all of you that our own IEEE Delhi section is completing its Golden Jubilee next year in May 2026. So the executive committee has decided to conduct year-long celebrations in the form of knowledge-enhancing sessions. This webinar today is also a part of the same series. So all of us are part of this year-long IEEE Delhi section Golden Jubilee celebrations. This weekly webinar series, we keep posting all our upcoming webinars on our own website, bvicam.ac.in. Under the activities tab, you can find all our list of upcoming webinars. Please register yourself for the same so that you have timely reminders for all our upcoming webinars. Thank you, dear participants. Thank you for keeping the chat window alive. I request all the participants who have just joined us, kindly ensure that you can access the chat window. It is already 6. Can we start with the session? Uda sir, shall we begin?
Yeah, please start.
Thank you, sir. A very pleasant evening to all distinguished panelists and participants. Bharati Vidyapeeth's Institute of Computer Applications and Management, BVI-CAM, in association with Computational Intelligence Society chapter of IEEE Delhi section, Computer Society CS chapter of IEEE Delhi section, Technology and Engineering Management Society TEMS chapter of IEEE Delhi section, System Man and Cybernetics SMC Society chapter of IEEE Delhi section, Communication Society of IEEE Delhi section, Consultants Network Affinity CNA Group of IEEE Delhi section, Inter-Society Relations IRS Standing Committee of IEEE Delhi section, Industry Relations and Special Interest Group on Humanitarian Technology, Site Standing Committee of IEEE Delhi section, Region 10 of IEEE, with the Associations of Computer Society of India, CSI, Institute of Information Technology Professionals, IITP, ISTE Delhi section and IETE Delhi Center as technical collaborators. Welcome you all to this IEEE IETE BVI Camp technical lecture series on the topic AI-powered automotive robotic process automation RPA. With immense pride and honor, we are delighted to announce that we, with united hands, mark special contribution for the monumental occasion, Golden Jubilee celebrations of the IEEE Delhi section. From 13th May 2025 to 12th May 2026, we mark 50 years of this vibrant and pioneering section, a journey that began in 1976 and has since shaped the technological and professional landscape of Northern India through innovation, collaboration, and learning. This webinar is an initiative to celebrate this legacy. According to Arumugyam Subramanian, in the age of automation, RPA is the bridge between human ingenuity and machine efficiency. Together, they propel us towards a future of unprecedented productivity. How we leverage AI and agentic architecture to automate our lives and work. In this session, we'll introduce the work of agentic AI and its potential for us, especially in our day-to-day lives. Together, we will look at some frameworks and build a workflow that allows us to automate tasks we may be doing repeatedly daily. The workshop will leave you with a set of tools you can utilize on your own time and try to gain the edge, which is a promise from the AI offerings today. I would first take this opportunity to welcome amongst us our distinguished panelists for the day. We are privileged to have amongst us a galaxy of experts. I would first welcome amongst us Professor Emin Huda Sir, Director, Bharati Vidyapeeth's Institute of Computer Applications and Management BVI CAMP, and Chairperson IEEE Delhi Section, to address the participants with his inspiring words. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So good evening, one and all. At the outset, I take this opportunity to welcome our today's valued speaker and a known accomplished in this domain, Mr. Ashok Marwaji, the distinguished engineer and consultant at Nagaur. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashok, for having accepted our invitation and sparing your valuable time to share your expertise with all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I also
Pleasure.
take this opportunity to express my gratitude towards all my friends from various professional societies. And first amongst them is my very dear friend, the chair of the Industry Relations Committee, Mr. Ajay Goel, who is the backbone of this marathon, most sustainable webinar series in the world. And every time you see some or other topic is being presented, some or other session is being notified at the back end for arranging all these is my friend, Mr. Ajay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ajay. I also take this opportunity to welcome all my friends from various other professional societies who have already joined and will be joining in next 10-15 minutes after my welcome address will be over. So thanks to all of them. And finally, I'm grateful to all various parts of the country and abroad who keeps on waiting for our program, and based on their interest, they keep on joining the program after program every week. Getting participants and in getting encouragement from the participants for organizing such program week after week is not an easy task. Even good programs, for good programs, it becomes difficult to get 20-25 audience, and our track record has been 1,000 plus. Yes, those was the time of the COVID. Dear friends, this webinar series, as most of you are aware, that was started in the backdrop of the COVID-19. Way back in May 2020, we have completed 5 consecutive years, and we have entered into the 6th year. And the beauty of this year is that this year it is a golden jubilee celebration year of IEEE Delhi section, and the first ever section in India, any of the section which was made as a formal section, was IEEE Delhi section on 13th May 1976. So we have completed 49 years, entered into the 50th year. So ये golden jubilee celebration का साल है, और इस साल जो वेबिनार हमारे किए जा रहे हैं, जो एक्टिविटीज की जा रही हैं, those activities have got utmost more significance because it is in the backdrop of the Golden Jubilee celebrations. So imagine we started in May 2020, every week, Saturday evening, 6 to 7, for which my team remains busy. The rooms remain open from 5:30 to 7:30. And the planning of these webinars starts almost a month in advance. And Mr. Ajay and my team members at the back end keep on organizing, keep on doing everything. The credit goes to all of them. When in 2024, IEEE US tried to understand that which are the knowledge dissemination sessions being organized and being continued in the country in the backdrop of the COVID, the proposals from all over the world were submitted. And finally, it was adjudicated that our webinar series, IEEE Delhi section webinar series, conducted by Bharati Vidyapeeth with the help of all my friends and my team at the back end, was adjudicated as the best sustainable webinar series in entire world. And the credit goes to all my speakers for sparing their time, giving flagship lectures. All these lectures in recorded form is available at our YouTube channel. So close to 185 plus sessions are already there, and today we are 186th, 187th session today organizing this. So my dear friends, keep motivating us by attending the webinars in big numbers. That becomes an encouragement to me and my team for organizing it in future. Coming back to the topic of today's webinar, which has been kept understanding the requirement of the time, that we have been talking about robotic process automation. In fact, on this platform of IEEE BBI Camp itself, we have organized two such sessions on robotic process automation. But today's session is a little different, that AI-powered robotic process automation, that how artificial intelligence, which is creating a niche kind of environment ecosystem for almost all sphere of the life. So robotics, which is already on the ground with the help of the gross and a massive level of automation, cannot remain isolated with the power of the AI. So the AI is there to support, AI is there to provide the intelligence on that. And that's why I keep on saying that change is the way of life. And the changes have started from Industrial Revolution 1.0. Now we are in Industrial Revolution 5.0. And that's why I always say that there is nothing constant on this earth except change. If we do not change ourselves upfront, the changing, rather rapidly changing technological ecosystem will change us. And that's why I also say that इंसान घर बदलता है, लिबास बदलता है, रिश्ते बदलता है, दोस्त बदलता है, फिर भी परेशान क्यों रहता है? क्योंकि हम अपने आप को नहीं बदलते. And that is where गालिब said that उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी और मैं आईना साफ करता रहा. तो टेक्नोलॉजी के निगेटिव साइड इफेक्ट्स पे नहीं जाना है. टेक्नोलॉजी का जो मैसिव कंट्रीब्यूशन हमारी डे टू डे लाइफ में है, ऑलमोस्ट इन एवरी स्फीयर ऑफ लाइफ है, उस एडवांटेजेस का एडवांटेज हासिल करना है, उसकी ब्यूटी को यूटिलाइज करना है. दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ द ecosystem in which the AI is going to create a kind of new ecosystem around all of us. And that is where we say that in coming time, if AI powered robots are available on the field, then the today's farmer will become the manager of their field, and actual farming, the day-to-day work in which the farmers are busy, can be done by the robots, because anything which can be made in a process-driven manner, the robot will take the task of that, and then the farmers will be free to think, to plan, to manage, and to see to it that how to increase the yield, what different kind of alternatives are available to them. So that kind of advantage can be given to a last man who feels that I have no application of this kind of automated technology. So robots can be to their help. And in robots have performed marvels. Robots and drones, these two are such technologies which have performed its efficiency and have been attributed as the most useful devices for farmers on agriculture field, for the purpose of agriculture. So where people cannot go, robots can go. So today we have Mr. Ashok Marva here to enlighten us, to tell us that how AI-powered robots will be little different than the normal robots, and how and in which way it is going to change the face of tomorrow, particularly wherever the routine kind of work is being done. Who knows, in my office, tomorrow there may be a robot serving almost to all routine kind of tasks. Who knows, at our home, instead of a maid, the robots will become a prevalent culture. And not like only the elite people will have it, everyone can have it. That's the kind of the day is going to come up. So मैं हमेशा मेरी दो पंक्तियां जब टेक्नोलॉजी के फ्यूचर को एड्रेस करना होता है तो समर्पित करता हूँ कि ओ टेक्नोलॉजी के मुसाफिर, तुम्हें अभी बहुत दूर जाना है. ओ टेक्नोलॉजी के मुसाफिर, तुम्हें अभी बहुत दूर जाना है. पत्थरों पे गुलाब खिलाना है और आंधियों में चिराग जलाना है. ये बिल्कुल पैराडॉक्स है, विरोधाभास है कि पत्थर पे गुलाब खिलाएंगे और एक बड़े स्टॉर्म जैसी, वो सुनामी जैसी आंधी में चिराग जलाएंगे. But technology has proven that without soil, without water, the farming is happening. So पत्थरों पे गुलाब खिलाना और आंधियों में चिराग जलाना कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं है. और हम सारे लोग जो अभी वेबिनार के आइटमी में लिखते हैं कि tea, online networking and tea at home. So that tea, instead of making at home, can be downloaded, that tea and coffee, with the help of the internet. That is all the humorous side of the technology. Thank you so much, dear friends. Those who have not registered for future webinars, please keep visiting our pages. We keep on notifying webinars for every week. So if you have not registered, do register for that. Attend in huge numbers. That motivate us, and that we realize that the huge efforts in organizing such sessions, and behind it, the commitment of the people who are behind this. Mr. Anil has joined it. Anil has been a greatest strength this year for organizing such sessions. And without his support, we would not have been able to organize such webinars. So thank you so much, brand I used to wear. People will not remember us. That watch of which make I used to wear. People will not remember us. That how much wealth I have accumulated. People will only remember me if we do something for the society and leave some such impact in the society, which may inspire even a single person to carry it forward, to make as their starting point and move forward, to create, to consider that as a benchmark and then break that benchmark and move forward. So for that purpose, I wrote four panktis in the backdrop of the COVID-19, that कल न हम होंगे न कोई गिला होगा, कल न हम होंगे। छोटी मोटी अच्छी बातें होती हैं, खराब होती हैं। बहुत सारे लोग पोस्ट वेबिनार मुझे लिखते हैं कि सर मेरा मिड ऑफ द वेबिनार में कनेक्शन ब्रेक हो गया, मेरा नेटवर्क खत्म हो गया, मेरी मोबाइल की बैटरी कमजोर हो गई, सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिला। सर माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, ये नॉलेज डिसेमिनेशन सेशन है, सर्टिफिकेशन का प्रोसेस ऑटोमेटेड है। एक बार डॉक्टर रितिका ये रूम बंद कर देती है तो वो जो मेरा ऑटोमेटेड प्रोसेस है वो भी बंद हो जाता है। फिर मैनुअली वो प्रोसेस में रीएक्टिवेट नहीं कर सकता। बहुत सारे लोग लिखते हैं मुझे, यू आर टू बैड सर, योर प्रोग्राम्स आर वेरी गुड बट यू आर टू स्ट्रिक्ट ऑन गिविंग सर्टिफिकेट्स, that at least you should bring some flexibility, give us option to get certificate till next day, etc etc। तो मैं उन्हें इन्हीं पंक्तियों के सहारे कुछ मैसेज लिखता हूँ कि ये हमारी खट्टी मीठी यादें जिंदगी भर लगी रहेंगी। बट आई एम ए टीचर एंड टीचर, a teacher has to bring some discipline. So that is a part of the discipline. Okay, this room is closed, so possible. So मैं ये कह रहा था कि कल ना हम होंगे ना कोई गिला होगा, क्योंकि ये शिकायत ही नहीं रहेगी कि हुडा सर ने रूम बंद करवा दिया और सर्टिफिकेट मुझे नहीं मिला और मैं 90% वेबिनार अटेंड किया था। कि कल ना हम होंगे न कोई गिला होगा, बस सिमटी हुई खट्टी मीठी यादों का एक सिलसिला होगा। जो भी वक्त मिला है आओ अच्छा कुछ कर गुजरे, जाने कल तकदीर का क्या फैसला होगा। सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप सिर्फ हमारे वेबिनार्स के जो रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस उनको आप सिर्फ अगर फॉरवर्ड करें अपने लोगों को, उनको मोटिवेट करें, अपने क्लास के बच्चों को बताएं, अगर आप टीचर्स हैं, अगर आप रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स हैं तो अपने कलीग्स को बताएं, अगर आप इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हैं तो उनको बताएं कि इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे जाइए, आपको क्लोज टू 200 वंडरफुल सेशंस ऑन वेरी वेरी कटिंग एज टेक्नोलॉजिकल टॉपिक्स मिलेगा। तो यही हमारे लिए और यही उनके लिए एक इनपुट होगा जो शायद हमें ये लोग याद करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल and keep learning, fight disruptions all around us. Over to you, Dr. Ritika.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the motivating words. With this, I would welcome amongst ourselves our expert speaker, Mr. Ashok Marwaha, sir, with an e-booking. Welcome to the session, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ritika, Professor Huda, and everybody in the organizing committee for welcoming. Thank you.
And मैं इसी एक सेकंड डॉक्टर रितिका, मैं इसी बुके के लिए मैंने 2 शेयर लिखा है, क्योंकि मिस्टर अशोक आप रियलाइज करेंगे कि वी आर ए स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रोपिगेटर ऑफ द चेंज एंड दोज हु कम फ्रॉम द relevance will go away. So ये चेंज का पार्ट है कि हम मिल रहे ऑनलाइन, हम लेक्चर डिलीवर कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन, लेक्चर का डिसेमिनेशन ऑनलाइन हो रहा है, बुके से हम जो वेलकम और स्वागत जिसको हम कहते हैं वो स्वागत ऑनलाइन कर रहे हैं। इसके बाद सर्टिफिकेशन और मेमेंटो का काम भी ऑनलाइन होगा। ये सब ऑनलाइन दिख रहा, हो रहा, एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है इस वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड में। लेकिन एक्चुअली जो हम जज्बा, जो एहसास, जो आपस के एक इंटरेक्शन का वार्मथ है, वो अभी भी इसको महसूस कर रहे हैं। जिस जिस एहसासों के लिए मैंने ये 2 पंक्तियां लिखी थी कि बड़ी मुश्किल में हूं कैसे इजहार करूं, बड़ी मुश्किल में हूं कैसे इजहार करूं, तू तो खुशबू है कैसे गिरफ्तार करूं। तो ये फूलों की खुशबू, रंग बिरंगे फूलों के अलग अलग जो वार्म के साथ खुशबू है और जिस जज्बे के साथ उस खुशबू को हम एक्सप्रेस करना चाह रहे हैं, वो जज्बा हमारा जिंदा है और वो ऑनलाइन आप सब तक पहुंच रहा है। तो इन्हीं खुशबू के बैकग्राउंड में इस वेबिनार की शुरुआत करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ashok Marwah, sir, is a graduate in E&C engineering with over 4 decades of experience in the industry. He has worked with renowned companies like Cape Gemini and DCM Technologies and is currently consulting as a distinguished engineer at Nagaro. Ashok's passion for technology, pre-sale solution architecture, and hardware software co-design has led to the formation of exceptional teams and the release of world-class products and services for the automotive, IoT, and industrial automation sectors to OEMs and Tier 1 organizations. He has received specialized training and certifications from Schlumberg, Paris on automotive test equipment for in-circuit and functional hardware board testing. Additionally, he is also trained and certified by Dolby Systems Inc. USA, a Thomas Edison company, in digital audio transcription systems. Ashok's initiative streak has resulted in the development of various intellectual properties, including Bluetooth stack, Wi-Fi MacLair, SyncML, and MirrorLink. With a keen interest in the latest advancements in technology and engineering, he actively shares his insights with different teams to foster growth and innovation. We are honored to have you amongst us, sir, and I would now request you to kindly enlighten the House. Over to you, Ashok, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ritika, for very kind words. And also, um, the introductory section by Professor Huda, it really, very encouraging talk, really, enlightening and really, very, very again, not a kind of experienced talks, kind of you had. Really, it really gives me immense pleasure, to be a part of this session. So at first, it's my pleasure to again welcome all to today's session on AI-powered robotic process automation. So before we begin, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Professor Hoda, Dr. Ritika, Ajay Goel, and everyone in the organizing committee for encouraging me and providing me the this opportunity to participate in this webinar series. So this is my second time that I'm getting this opportunity, and I'm really privileged to have it, and looking forward to have similar things in the future also. I also thank each one of the attendees, who have joined in for taking time out of your busy schedule to join this. And presence here is really true encouragement to me. In today's session, in next 45 minutes, we'll explore how AI-powered robotic process automation is transforming business operations. I hope we'll have sufficient time to cover that, but because it's a big topic, it's a very elaborate topic. When we talk about the AI, everybody nowadays is a buzzword, is talking about the AI in different ways. It's evolving at very fast pace, as you all know. So covering up that in 45 minutes really is a challenge, but at the same time, I'll try my level best to touch upon and give you some insights of this topic based on my experience in this. Yeah. So, and then jointly we can explore further. So, let me share my screen. Please let me know if you are able to see this. It's always a challenging to share screens because kindly let me know if you are able to see my desktop.
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, just a second. I'm adjusting my screen to give me a second, please. On my second screen, I don't see anything, so uh, please bear with me. Okay, right. As I said, yeah, AI powered robotic process automation (RPA). I'm not sure uh, how many of us are already aware of this word robotic process automation. But this is not a new topic. But then on top of that, AI powered makes it more intelligent, more
Sorry
rich.
to interrupt. The screen has not been shared.
Oh, sorry.
Uh, so
Just a
there is
second.
a share option, and then you select the window you have to share, and you again click on OK.
Okay, sorry about that. Um,
Once you click on share, it shows you various windows. So
yeah,
you can select your PPT,
yes,
and now you can press enter or click on OK.
yeah. How about now?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, okay, this is nice. Thank you for that. You're seeing this window also, a small window?
No, I'm only seeing your main slide.
Good,
It
good.
is in the
Okay,
slideshow mode.
okay, okay. Because there's a small window coming in which I'm trying to adjust to my second screen. So give me a second, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the first screen where now you are able to see AI-powered robotic process
Yes,
automation
sir.
(RPA).
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
So as I was saying that, this is powering the digital transformation. Nowadays, everybody is talking about the digital transformation, and to power that digital transformation, this is one step on the robotic process automation, and that too AI powered. So this is with this one, we have the business operations which are becoming more smarter and the intelligent. So let's spend some time on how this is coming up. So let me practice it, moving it to next thing. If I think it's not moving. Yeah, so I move to the next slide. If you can see, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, good. So agenda of today's uh, meeting or session is that in today's session we will cover introduction of the RPA. We'll touch upon that because I'm not sure if our colleagues are already aware of the RPA. So I'll touch upon the basics of the RPA, and then introduction to the intelligent automation. So how the robotic process automation goes to the intelligent automation, and then some use cases of the intelligent automation. Also, I'll touch upon some use cases of the normal regular RPA. Then how I see the future of this intelligent automation and some conclusion. So this is how it is. Then this session will give you both technical foundations and the business value of the intelligent automation. So objective is actually at this objective of the session actually is at the completion of the session, the attendees will be able to understand what the RPA is if they're not already knowing, and then where it is useful, and how its features can be enhanced using the AI by infusing the AI or integrating the AI with that. So how its feature can be enhanced. So this session is not about going into the programmings or the details or showing the tools and how the AI is integrated and so on. But then on the top of it, how things are getting intelligent. So I'm moving to the next slide. So this is introduction. So in the introduction of the RPA, all I have to say quickly is that RPA provides digital workers, digital workers, anybody who is using the digitalization things, and digital workers that can do anything a human can do sitting on a computer. So RPA can do anything you can say which a digital worker can do on the laptop or computer. It can use the same GUI. It can make the same mouse clicks or keystrokes and act as a digital assistant. So you can treat it as a RPA essentially, is kind of a librarian. It can deploy your software bots. It can organize and classify the books and tasks, etc., of the library. So similarly, these RPA bots perform boring administrative tasks, so that you and your people can, do don't have to do these things. So which means that the kind of data entry or appointment booking and those kind of things uh, are not to be done by the human, so they are all taken care of automatically. So essentially these bots perform kind of anything, or you can say or the bots or RPA, they will mimic the human actions. So like meaning that when I'm writing something, typing something, or using any of the applications, so it'll mimic me, you know and and is a perfect for a time consuming and repetitive work. So this is what example can be, like RPA in HR, the human resource department. It could be automating the employee onboarding, processing the payroll and taxes, and also automating the leave requests, approvals, and tracking, etc. So those all things can be done using the RPA. So some of the examples. So since all these humongous tasks and the repetitive tasks are done by the RPA, so this will increase our productivity and improve the customer satisfaction and improve the employee satisfaction if you are, giving this kind of task to the human, and they reduce the errors also, of course, because there are human errors which are avoided by that. And in turn, it will give uh, hours and minutes and whatever back to our work and daily time, so our folks can focus more on a valuable work than on a regular or things like that. So in general, this is what the introduction to the RPA is. So we can go to the next slide. Yeah, the next slide I want to touch upon some history, as I said, and Dr. and Professor Huda also said that it's not new. So, history of robotic process automation. Actually, it essentially, uh, it started in 1990s. So you can say we are entering as we are entering the fourth industrial revolution of the industrialization and the automation. So RPA, uh, actually comes very handy, and it's not new. So it has started, long back in 1990s, where screen scrapping technologies. Let me just put this thing on. Just my laser pointer. Yeah. So like here, um, in 1990s, it started with adopting the automation for UI testing. That time, there were screen scrapping technologies. Just copying the screen, what people are doing and all. And then in 2000, banking and insurance people, they started workflow automation. In 2010, enterprises, they used automation, and more enterprises started doing the automation. Now it is kind of matured. I won't say completely matured, but then somewhat matured into an enterprise grade technology integrated with the AI. So this is how it is. It's a long journey. You know. So let me go to the next screen. or yeah, in today's if I had to say that, um, in today's AI, so the technologies you can say, we have natural language processing as a part of the AI, as a part of the AI. ML is there, natural language processing, AI, and cognitive processing, and and other kind of data processing and image processing things have come in. So this is what it is now. So going to the next slide. Somehow my slides are moving very slow. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So now looking at when we know that there's a RPA going on. So robotic process automation is a technology you can say that allows creation of these robots or bots, software bots to emulate the section. So, and these bots perform repetitive tasks, as I said, and they are rule-based tasks, mostly, etc. So they follow some rules, and RPA helps human, effort improve accuracy and increase efficiency because it can do repetitive tasks very efficiently. So, why robotic process automation? But definitely, the organizations face challenges like manual workload, high error rate, and inefficiencies. So RPA operational cost and so now, what are the organization challenges and how the RPA, address that? So first challenge, for example, manually operated processes are not reliable and they are not efficient. Robots help them to make it efficient, consistently eliminating human errors and all. So keep up with the pace of the business. If the business and the requirement things change, so it basically can be it's scalable and easily can change it. Don't want to disturb core and the legacy system. Yeah, this is very important. So our industries, they don't want to, they are already following some legacy systems, so they don't want to change that because then what happens is that uh, existing process they're all stable. Nobody is interested to change them and put the RP on top of that. So that's the resistance on top of that. So this is so they don't want to disturb the core legacy system. So RPA becoming a non-invasive. It doesn't require the change of the core system, but still from the outside, just accessing the screens, accessing the APIs and existing applications through some APIs or through surface automation and all that. It allows us to go into without even uh, you know uh, disrupting the whole system, legacy system. Um, Somehow the mouse click is not working here. I don't know why. Yeah, sometimes the mouse is maybe it's slow. ROI from a new IT initiative is raising the concern. So, so a new initiative in the IT, is giving me the challenge and the ROI, but the bot can help us. It's a configurable bot, so it can help us doing that fast. So these are the challenges and the associated things. So I don't know why it's not coming again. I'm facing some challenge in improving in productivity in there. So what is the architecture of the RPA system now? So when we know we're talking about the bots and all that. So what's architecture? Let's take a look at the architecture. There's a bot creator. Development environment is there where you can create the bots, the workflow, and then there is a orchestrator, which basically is a central place on the server, and then it manages and monitors the bots, which handle the different things, and it creates a log and activity. You can switch on, switch off, start, schedule those bots, run it, stop it, and all this. You can manage that, orchestrate that, and then there is a machine where the bot runs. Or you can say the client where the actual apps are running. So this bot is executing on that machine. So there are three different components. You can say orchestrator. We create the bot, give to orchestrator, which manages it, and then the bot runner. So this is architecture. No, when we say the bots, there are two types of bots. One is attended bot, another is unattended bot. Attended bot is that where you need a human intervention to start it, to stop it, and all that. Whereas unattended is that it can be scheduled at a proper time. For example, if you want to do that manually, automating something or manually running the automation, you can just go to the screen, select the bot, run it and all, and see the results and logs. That is the attended one. Unattended is like, let's say you're processing the invoices or the of a particular organization. So all the invoices are already there, but you can do using a Reddit bot. You can just open them, run that bot, and then get the result. Whereas in the unattended mode, you can configure it in the midnight or sometime, when there is a lot of when there is not much of the load on the server. I can schedule that and then run the bot. So this helps me, scheduling it in without even my intervention or user intervention. So the bots can be executed. So again, my screen is okay. Good. So as I said, I studied what this type of RPA needs human interventions. Typically runs on a local host, triggered manually, and cannot run 24/7 live. Traction is needed because nobody and people needs to be sit in front of him, start, stop, and all that operated. But in the unattended, this is the type of RPA which operates without a human intervention. Typically runs on the server, triggered automatically on a certain event, which is programmable and efficient, and it can run 24/7 autonomously. So these are two types of things. So you can develop the bot and according to the requirement. And there is a hybrid also, which is both of them. Partly it is an unattended and partly is attended. So it's the hybrid bots also. So the next thing is, what are the use cases, RP use cases? Typically in the finance and accounting department, accounts payable, meaning that, accounts payable, if all my vendors are there, suppliers are there, which is, I'm purchasing a thing, raw material or stationery or any consumables from these vendors, and then I have to, pay them. Similarly, when I do some sales, I raise the bills, and then, accordingly I have to raise the bill, and then think about the payments and cash receivables or money receivables. So invoice creation and the bank reconciliation, all these are the typical use cases. So all this bot can handle all of this, whether it's accounts payable or receivable and all that. In the financial department, if you go to healthcare automation, uh, so electronic health records are automated. So patient experience and the engagement is all nowadays hospitals and in the even you go to the laboratories for which are for the sample collection laboratories and all that. So they are digitalized. They give you the reports in the scanned format, and also they manage all your records. So challenge here, yeah, one of the we have been developing the bots for these financial accounting system, and then also for the healthcare. In the healthcare, the challenge is that when you approach to the laboratories or go to a doctor for consultation, the kind of medical records, they are typically handwritten. Even the test reports, if a patient comes or attendant comes and fills some form, it's all handwritten. And doctors also, and on top of that, the challenge is the doctor's handwriting. Imagine those kind of records if I need to digitalize them. So as a part of that, I have to have a system which is the handwritten, and the handwriting of these medical. I'm not blaming or something, but then that's the way it is. So all this medical stuff, the handwriting is really scribbling and all that, and making out of the record accurately and put it into the lab management system, etc., is a big challenge. Bot helps us doing all that. I'll come to how part. So these are a couple of cases, and supply chain also. I just said that when you get the material to a factory, there are some e-way bill generation, and then planning and control forecasting for manufacturing kind of a thing, inventory management. Similarly, insurance companies, they have a claim processing all done by the robots automatically. The KYCs and all are done automatically, and the policy processing application are all like that are happening online. And HR operations, and as I said, employee onboarding timesheets, and IT. IT another thing. What I've seen that again we have written some bots for the IT people. See, when employees onboarded, its email is to be created. It's all the records, details of their employee are to be put in. Firewalls are to be programmed, laptop is to be programmed, all sorts of IT things, all that supporting services also are taken care of by the robots now. So very wide variety, and there is no limit. It's up to us. We know AI, we know the different problem statements. It's up to us how intuitively we do the solutioning. So how I'm doing on a timeline, Dr. Ritika?
Sir, we still have 15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes we have now?
You can even continue for 20 minutes. That is not an
Okay.
issue.
Yeah, because it looks like that I have a lot of slides and I have to
No
be a bit
problem, sir.
faster.
It's a wonderful session.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, as I said, a lot of things to talk about and all that, but then, in 45 minutes compressing is a challenge. So I'll try to do that. So again, this is the AP process. You can just take a look, how the bot runs on that. This is the bot in the center and then takes the processes and puts the data into the SAP and all that, the ERP. There's another example of a material thing, the bot again is running here and then, interacting with the ERPs and also the vendor portals and then, putting the ASN, etc. So key benefits again, as I said, scalability, accuracy because of the human errors. If you don't use the RPA, so it helps us, and compliance also. Logs and policies. Sometimes the insurance people have to submit their the compliance reports also. So all that is done automatically. Productivity increases, as you know, speed, etc. Couple of industry leaders. IBM is there. UiPath, NICE, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere. And limitation. Now let's come to the limitation of that. We have talked about good things about the RPA, but at times, RPA excels at automating repetitive and rule-based tasks, but then it struggles when a complex process involves unstructured data and the decision making comes in. So this becomes a limitation here. RPA alone lacks the cognitive ability and process these tasks effectively. So when it comes to decision making, cognitive ability, then these pure RPA, that's not sufficient. For example, it can interpret emails and adapt to unexpected changes without predefined rules. But the businesses often face workflows that require judgment, such as fraud detection and customer sentiment analysis. So for that, RPA feels limitation. So then what to do? So artificial intelligence helps addressing these limitations. So if it add the AI on top of the RPA, so we can address these kind of complex scenarios. That is the thing we have seen. Okay, a quick quiz is here. Which of the following is not an RPA use case? I'm talking about the pure RPA without AI. Email query processing, data transfer between systems, payroll processing, or image recognition, including handwritten documents. So you can put your option or answer in the chat and we'll see it later. Now moving on, intelligent automation, which is RPA and top of that the AI. So when you add the or infuse or integrate the AI uh, uh, with the RPA, so that you know it becomes intelligent automation. You can say. So intelligent automation is RPA plus this one AI. Let me. I don't know. Sometimes this doesn't move. Yeah. So AI. So I don't have to uh, really talk about the AI because a lot of things are happening. But then I'll touch upon that uh, from the perspective of the RPA. So AI with its subfields like machine learning and natural language processing, computer vision, etc., and cognitive automation, as I said, has infused the robots with the intelligence. So my robots become intelligent, as we said. So the key characteristics are, as you know, it can mimic the things, and then it can analyze the data, analyze the patterns, and make the decisions. Core technologies, as you know, machine learning, NLP. I'll talk about the NLP a bit. That's interesting. And understanding the human language and the computer vision also, as I said. Everyday examples are voice assistants are there. You can say that give me the nowadays. You can give a simple English like thing, a command that give me the let's say aging of my customers whom I have to who have to pay my bills or invoices. So just give that one, and then it'll it'll give you the result in whichever format, graphs, etc. So all these are AI enabled. Self-driving ADAS cars are there. Fraud detection is in the banking, KYCs and all are happening using the AI, and bot is also playing a good role there. So now traditional versus intelligent automation. So we talked about the traditional RPA and the intelligent with the RPA with the AI. As you know, we talked about that already. And here cognitive abilities are added. Advanced technologies are, as I said, like the AI, AI enabled RPA. So that can handle the unstructured data. So it can recognize the patterns and advanced. It has a continuous improvement thing. So in a way, you can say that natural language uh, NLP is used here, and a set of, you can say, a set of superpower is brought to us, and not to the even people with knowing the coding, etc., but to a normal man who can write the prompts in English, and still you can explore and use the AI power. So all that is integrated in the AI to develop the workflows, to develop the intelligence, and improvement in the bot. So core capabilities. Once you do that AI, then what are the capabilities which which are added and makes the business process faster and the smarter. So what are the capabilities? So one is intelligent document processing. As I said, the intelligent document processing is nothing but the you can say the documents are can be, the invoices can be in a PDF format, it can be in the image format, or the images, all these things can be the input, and then my bot can be intelligent, which allows to extract the the structured data or unstructured data, information, etc., from the documents such as invoices, contracts, or forms instead of a manual entry. So this is what happens. So then next thing comes in is the intent detection and the context. So when you receive AI model, can when you receive a invoice, so AI model can identify what the user is trying to do, whether it's a complaint or a query or a feedback, etc. And accordingly, it can give a response or things like that. And next thing is, again, as a decision making based on the data it can make. So what again can predict the actions, meaning that with the ML, bots can forecast events like system failure, time to failure, and the demand spikes, and some kind of futuristic things to the organization based on the data. A natural language, as I said, that the bots can comprehend the human, language. Uh, uh, so this is what it is, and of course, ultimately, what we achieve is the minimal human intervention in the complex scenarios also. So combining the understanding of the prediction and the decision logic reduces the need for the manual oversight, especially the high volume. Because imagine a case that there's an invoices, a company has invoices 20,000, 30,000 invoices per month, and all are to be paid, let's say, within 45 days or so. So to enter all that into the system, the SAP system, then validating them, and all those things manually is going to take a lot of time and very difficult to achieve, or you need a huge number of people in the staff. Again, there's a chance of human error. So bots really can help us, and especially if it's a AI enabled bot, it can allow you to even validate the or even check whether the invoice is correct or not in terms of GST charges, total GST number, validity, and so on and so forth. So anything can be checked. Okay, intelligent automation use cases. So again, I said that normal use cases of the bot we have, right? But then when it is intelligent, this thing, automation use cases. So is that just not coming? Yeah, like banking and finance. So normal use cases, as we talked about the AP and AI, and the APs and accounts AR, and the reconciliation. But here the fraud detection, which requires AI, automated loan processing, checking the credibility and credit score, and the fraud detection, whether the documents are valid or not. So all those things can be done with the intelligent bots. Another healthcare, as I said, claim processing and the predictive diagnostics. Using the diagnostic reports, etc., the bots now are even suggesting the treatments, and helping the medicos to analyze the reports and give the treatments, also suggesting them. Retail, there are your customer support and order processing. Supply chain demand forecasting, they can even forecast the demands, and based on the data, it can automatically process the invoices. And in HR, as I said, resume screening and the chatbot assisted hiring. So all this screening, etc., is done by and checking of the resumes, etc., by in a bot, and then even organizing the whole the process of hiring. Okay, here again, you can see that there are folders where the documents are available. There's the AI agent now. This is different. So you've seen the earlier, the normal bot, but here they are AIs now coming up. Documents remain same, but then the AI data for the data extraction, Azure AI or AWS Bedrock or Vertex AI or these, or directly LLM. So they are now taking care of to do the document processing, not by the OCR and all that, but then the bots. And again, the prompts are given by the UI, and the prompts go to this thing, all that the kind of frameworks underneath. They are using the models. Outputs are in JSON or PDF, goes to another bot, which is you can say it's an agentic system. There's another agent which is handling the verification of the documents, etc. And then its output goes to the data export bot, or the agent. That agent handles the export of the data or the results, which is to the data management document management system, FileNet, SharePoint, or anything, or to a SAP or any ERP. So they are different bot, the different within the bot, there are different agents running, right? And then of course there's a productivity analytics. So analytics is another RPA, the agent which is RPA enabled or AI enabled. So they are running. So they're taking care of that. See the scenario, how the things are now done. That there are different agents for doing all that. So it's a mind change. I'll come to that. The future, actually, the future of that is of the intelligent automation is the you see plus AI, from the plus AI to the AI plus. What I mean here is that plus you already have the legacy applications, right. So what currently people are thinking is, okay, let me also put AI on top of my existing processes, right? And then they want to try it out and all that. So most organizations are basically you know are going their business processes with traditional technology, etc. But then they're saying, oh, okay, let's do some AI as well on that one, because it's a buzzword. So this is the word of plus AI, right? This one, which typically means that adding AI on the existing business processes. And while in the last 5 years or 6 around that time, we have seen that adoption of AI has doubled. Most of the organizations are going from going from the legacy to the plus AI. That's what is happening. But then we are moving from the word of plus AI to the AI plus, which means that AI first, and then the processes. And and you can say the decade from now, the companies will adopt to the AI plus mentality, which means that how they are training their people, and how they are putting up the AI and technologies into the production. So it's just like I'm thinking, or my employees are thinking, in the implementation part, like you just seen the previous example, that we are thinking about the different AI agents, doing the task, then talking about the GUI, or some kind of user interface, or human part on the workflow on top of it. So see, it is a legacy plus AI. From that, to people will go to the solutions which are handled by the AI, and then writing on top of their UI or applications. So this is what is a mind change will come. Sorry, it's not clicking again. Yeah. So you will see that hyper automation will come, combining the RP and AI will do more process uh, thing. Self-healing bots, the bot will correct themselves. they find the bugs in the system and they will correct themselves. And also conversational bots, as I said, using voice assistants or the prompts where you can make the workflows and all. Low code platforms, of course, you don't need too much of a coding to do that. So in conclusion, what I have to say is that everything is said that the RPA when combined with the AI transforms the business processes beyond a simple automation. The simple automation, you can take the documents and do OCRs, put it into the system, but then when you add on top of that the AI, make it intelligent automation. This enables the whole workflow into a greater efficiency, flexibility, scalability, and then of course the innovation and of course, the digital transformation is a buzzword. So this is my cornerstone of the digital transformation strategies in the industry. So with that one, I pause here and thank you very much for listening to me. And any questions, etc., is most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
yeah, it's a pleasure always.
Thank you so much for the enlightening deliberation. And yes, there are a few questions by the participants, which I would like to now take up with your permission.
Yes, please.
Sir, one question we have. AI-powered robotic process automation is now being applied to automated operations. But when we talk of AI suffers itself from bias, hallucination, etc. So how will this affect the performance of the system, especially in this human critical task where in certain exceptional cases, some kind of exceptional decisions are required?
Right. As you said that the whole AI. Or you can say AI can't do anything, or models cannot do anything without the content. So right. So it all depends on the content. For example, I have a model and I use, let's say, Vertex AI framework, write some prompts and ask it to, and in the backend, it can access my databases, ERPs, and all sorts of data sources. And then I give a prompt to just, let's say, uh, how many customers have not paid for last age-wise 180 days or something. So what exactly if it is trained on a unstructured data, and also it can access my different sources. If it's trained enough, it can definitely give me a good result. So one of the example comes into to me is that we did a bot for you can say life sciences company. I don't know how to name that. So lifestyle actually, life sciences company which is running a laboratory. So they we developed bot for them, which was reading all that medical records and all that. The challenge was that since the bot was not trained, or AI, my models were not trained in the beginning. So even if the data, etc., everything is available, it was not giving a good result. So as in it was giving 50% or something hit rate, it was making a lot of mistakes and all that. But once we gave it more and more content and all that, we could achieve 95%. So crux here is that yes, you're right that in the beginning there will be a low hit rate, but then as you give more and more content and data, it'll go to 95% or so. But still there's a chance of errors and all. It'll remain.
Absolutely, sir. So next question that we have is, uh, a poorly configured AI RPA system can expose sensitive data and can perform actions without adequate safeguards. So, are there any proper checks that are implemented on such systems?
Yeah, I think that's a very big challenge. Today you can use Chat GPT or other Gemini and all that. It asks you to upload your data, right? Uh, uh, so whatever data we upload, it goes to train them. It goes, it's kind of it's gone to the whole world, right? And the security and the privacy is the challenge. So when we are doing our own kind of personal things and not so sensitive data, we don't mind using them because we want to try it out and all that, but that's okay. But when it comes to organization, then there's a NDA signed with the organizations, their customers' data, etc. We just can't use that, right? We just can't upload those presentations or even this presentation, etc. If I want to upload that, there'll be a lot of issues. And if I use customers' data and upload that, use some model, so it's a definitely a challenge. Security and the privacy is a challenge. In that case, we have to run that model in our environment, in our data center, in our cloud environment, right? So that's what people are doing it. Instead of putting it on the public domain, they're using, it's a paid thing, definitely. But then yes, but it's coming out very low. Now I've seen that the documents, etc. If I use LLMs, so a few cents for uploading and then getting report, $2 for a million record, in documents, etc. So coming very, you know, uh, cheap price, cheap these things. Yeah.
Absolutely, sir. So last question. What technologies would you suggest to upcoming scholars if they want to be part of this AI-empowered RPA revolution? So what technologies should they start working on? Should they start practicing on?
Right. So I would say that, hook on to any of, I named some leaders. IBM has a Watson X, right? Then Google, Vertex AI, and, open source, long chain. They can use long chain. And a lot of models are available. Different kind of lots of models, are available in the open source. What I would say, that just take up one application or one use case, put your data, connect to data source, or maybe any structured or unstructured data, and then using those prompts and all, you develop a lot of prompts, maybe initially 4 5 prompts, and then give a small GUI in one screen, give a drop down of 5 prompts, let him select one, and then it'll give you all in the graphical format. It'll give you XY graph, histogram, and everything. So then you can also give another option. That is the first step. Second step could be that you now allow the user to edit that prompt. You edit it and save it also. Next time you get sixth or seventh prompt there, you try it out, and then you like that you can evolve the whole system. So meaning that your all this, you don't need a programming, etc. Too much of you have to have some Python programming, but very basic thing, not too much of that, not to develop that. But you should be able to use a small Python program to design a screen, or maybe in a React you can make a screen, a simple screen, and then use the Vertex AI APIs, for example. Or I mean, I leave it to that Vertex API. There's a Watson X AI API is available. Under beyond that, below that they are using different models. Choose some appropriate model, write these kind of applications, will give you a really good insight. I think I would start that.
Absolutely, sir. So thank you so much for this wonderful session. I would say the simplicity and the real life use cases with which you have explained the complete thing. That has been the beauty of this session. So thank you
um,
so much, sir. And
it's
not
pleasure.
without, before we present you a certificate and an e-memento as a token of remembrance for the session. So I would now invite Professor Emin Huda, sir, to kindly present Ashok sir with a certificate and e-memento as a token of remembrance for this session.
So wonderful, Mr. Ashok. It
It's,
was such an informative session that when AI in robotic process automation will become omnipresent and will be used as a household item, so then this session will be remembered. And this certificate and memento is not for the purpose of certification, is for the purpose of remembrance, that when you will see this certificate, you will also realize that we have been part of such a wonderful session at, at such a junction when AI infusion in robotic process automation was in the beginning. So thank you so much, and we'll have much more sessions with you. And thank you. We'll meet again.
yeah.
So we also
Thank
have the
you very much.
e-memento.
Yes, thank you very much. It's really always a pleasure and my privilege to be part of these sessions. I look forward to
Thank you
things in
so much.
future as
This
well.
memento is also, again, you might have realized
Yeah,
everything is online, not only the talk, not only the recording, not only the PPT, rather bouquet. Then after your detailed like session, and then after the certificates, and then yes, the memento as well. Everything is on.
Honored, sir. Honored.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Honored.
so much.
Honored to have it with you. Thank you.
Over to you, Dr. Ritika.
Thank you, sir. And thank you so much, Ashok sir, for this wonderful session. Thank you so much. We hope to have more such informative sessions with you in the future.
Surely, definitely. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you.
Ajay sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you for making it possible.